of Roseanne Cash.
Very special guest, Secretary of State, or former Secretary of State, Colin Powell, nominated for Nobel Peace Prize, fellow Corvette owner, one of my favorite people. Yeah. And last night, there was a winner in Dancing with the Stars. I don't know any guy in America that wasn't watching that last night, ladies and gentlemen. Take a look.
You ain't no friend of mine.
My wife and I were practicing that all last night, just over and over again.
We should show us some, man.
Oh, well, she's shy. She doesn't like that. And music, oh, Roseanne Cash here as well. Tomorrow night, Animal Ecstasy. Thank you, sir.
Take care, buddy. It's good to see you.
Thank you very much. Enjoy that Corvette. Let's get down to the real issues concerning the American people. Last night, 27 million folks tuned in to see my next guest win the Dancing with the Stars competition. Take a look.
We can now reveal the champions of Dancing with the Stars. Drew and Cheryl!
Please welcome Drew Lachey.
It's just as ugly in person.
What a cheap-ass trophy.
I know, it's terrible.
This is what you want.
It sucks. It sucks so bad that it's great. You know,
well, congratulations.
Quality. Thank you very much.
But you know something? I got to give you a lot of credit. To go out there and do that. I mean, I don't know how you do that. How did you celebrate?
Went out. You know, there's a rap party and went out and tried to unwind a little bit. I'm sure there was a lot of dancing going on.
Yeah.
I was doing none of it.
Okay.
You know, just my feet are still swollen, so I'm just trying to take it easy and try and catch up.
Now, Stacy Keebler, that's her name.
Stacey
Now, she
Keebler.
was sort of the favorite.
Yeah, the Vegas bookies said that she was the favorite to win.
They were betting on this in Vegas?
Bet on everything.
Wow.
Absolutely. Now, they said that she was going to win before the competition even started.
Wow.
And then I think as it progressed and things went along, the odds changed a little bit, but she was...
So how did you feel when she got kind of booted off?
Good.
Yeah. I like that. That's a very honest answer. Good for you.
Honestly, for my own selfish reasons, I felt good because I felt like that was kind of my biggest competition dance-wise.
Okay.
But you know, Jerry is the fan favorite, and he has been. He's a great man, a gentleman. So it was fun.
Now it's a live show, which seems even scarier to me.
Yeah.
I mean, was it really frightening that it was live, not live on tape, live?
Yeah, we had like an 8-second delay. So basically, if somebody's top popped open or somebody made a bad reference to something, they had the magic button that they could, you know, block everything out. But for the most part, it was live to the East Coast. The West Coast had a 3-hour delay, obviously. But it was 20 million people. It wasn't 400, 500 in the studio. It was 20 million people.
Oh, I got 27 million. I'll make this
27,
correction.
sorry. Thank you for clearing that up for me, Jay. I appreciate it. No, so it was a little nerve-wracking, but, you know, it was fun.
Because the judges scored the other couple. You got 27 out of 30, right?
Yesterday, yeah.
And they got 30 out of 30.
Yep.
So did you feel discouraged there with that?
No, because the night before, Thursday night, I got 30 out of 30 and 30 out of 30.
Okay.
And then 27 out of 30. And she got 30 out of 30, 26 out of 30.
God, you're into
and 30
this.
out of 30. It's been my life. It's been my life. I'm the biggest Dancing with the Stars dork in the world right now.
Well, see, this is what I mean, because I know you. You're like a guy.
Absolutely.
How do you get selected for this? Do they come to you and you go, what? I mean, how did they convince you? Did you always want to do this? How did this happen?
Yes, I always wanted to put on rhinestones and go ballroom dancing. That was a secret passion of mine.
You don't know how many guys in this town that is their secret passion.
I know. Trust me, I know now. No, it's been this thing that's, it's been building over time, and they called my manager and said, hey, we're interested in Drew. I just come back from doing Rent, so I guess they thought I kind of had this.
Okay, so you had previous dance experience.
Yeah. Anybody that's seen the 98 Degree show, no, I have no dance experience.
Well, how about like your guy buddies? When you tell them you're doing Dancing with the Stars, are they like, what are you doing? I mean, is it just constant needling all the time?
Oh, absolutely. My grandmother's husband called me up and said, "Nice job, Twinkle Toes." I mean, it's like, it's crazy. Everybody calls up and busts my chops, but you know what?
Yeah.
They're all calling in also to say, "Great job, we watched it, we voted."
You know, I know how hard that is. I was exhausted watching. I mean, so to me.
Yeah, it's...
So how hard did you learn? How many hours a day? When you start this, okay, when did you start doing this to get ready for?
We started rehearsals right around Thanksgiving. And that was kind of our first, my break into Dancing with the Stars and ballroom dancing. Then January 5th is when we started the show. And for that month, we kind of learned a couple dances, and then it was 4 hours a day minimum, 7 days a week.
All right, so you're working with her, and she's a pro.
Yep.
I mean, at some point you go, oh, this sucks. I'm going to look ridiculous. I want out. Did you ever do that? I want out.
I did that every day.
Really?
Every day. I was like, this sucks. Why am I doing this? Yeah. But then, you know, it kind of, cooler heads prevailed, and, you know, every time you go out there and you perform in front of that audience, you're reminded why you signed up to do the show, why you wanted to perform in the first place.
This baby.
That is the reason.
And I was stunned. I assumed you got that in like $1 million. There's nothing. You didn't even get a sandwich, did you?
No. A couple crackers and cheese, but that was it, you know? No, it's really, I think that's part of the appeal of the show, is that you don't win anything, really. I mean, it's all for bragging rights.
So what was the hardest dance to learn? Was there one you just couldn't get?
We did one, I think it was like week 5, week 6, it was the samba. And it was the Christina Aguilera's Dirty, which is a great song, but, you know, there's this whole hip action thing. And for anybody who watched the show, my problem has been my shoulders and my hip action. So
I thought your problem was hip action as well. Remember, Kev and I... Kev went with shoulders, I went with hip action.
So my shoulders were up and my hip action was a little shaky. But other than that, they were all fun. You know, the Thriller dance to the Paso Doble, that was fun. The freestyle, you know, the cowboy one, the Brokeback Mountain dances everybody likes to call it now.
Now, did you get injured at all? Were there any...
Yeah, I pulled my hamstring. I pulled muscle in my back. You know, I got a busted nose.
How'd you bust your nose?
I got an elbow. She elbowed me in the face.
Wow.
Women.
Wow.
Nah, she was doing a spin, and literally she just took out... I mean, you can't miss it. It's there.
Yeah.
So yeah, it was good.
Nick wanted to come here last week and salute you, but we couldn't. That would be rigging the vote.
Yeah, I think standards and practices would have had a problem with that.
He was really in this.
No, he's been a huge supporter of the show from week 1, and I think people are surprised at how close we are, but we've always been like that. Just now it's kind of in people's consciousness.
Okay, now people could kind of get online and vote, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
Now, were you recruiting people? Were you out, you know, handing out flyers? Hey, vote for me.
See, I couldn't officially do it, so I got my wife to do it.
Oh, she did it.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
And how would she do it?
My entire email list got an email every Wednesday night. It had to be the same time Wednesday night because she's superstitious. So the entire email list would get an update of what was going on, maybe a picture from the week before.
Oh, okay.
You know, just trying to encourage people. My cousin put up something on MySpace. You know, everybody. You know, it's a street team. It's called the Drew Crew, by the way.
Yeah.
So they were representing. They did.
So
a good
what
job.
happens now? You can't top this. You go into retirement.
Yeah.
Fade into oblivion. What happens?
I go buy a pickup truck and I go buy a farm. You know,
there you go.
Go live on a farm.
Well,
How can you beat
congratulations, buddy. Good job.
Thank you very much.
Drew Lachey. Be right back with Roseanne Katz right after this.
Tuesday, Scrubs has had a long
Dance King Drew.
I'm falling hard for the Dancing with the Stars champ, Drew Lachey.
Extra takes you there.
We get all the dancing drama you didn't see on last night's big finale. From Stacy's big upset
People saying that I was favored to win only put the pressure on.
to breaking couples news. Is Drew's dance partner Cheryl doing the tango with his brother Nick? And only on Extra, the dancing judges on our set with reaction. Then Richard Gere.
Everyone's talking about today, the big finale of Dancing with the Stars. I was with Drew Lachey moments after he danced away with his trophy, and you didn't see everything on TV. After 8 weeks of show-stopping performances, 3 perfect scores, and the signature cry heard by millions of viewers. Lachey and his partner Cheryl Burke danced their way to victory on the season finale of Dancing with the Stars.
Drew and Cheryl!
You said it was an ugly trophy. Now that you're holding, is it all that ugly?
We'll say it's unique now.
We always heard so much about Nick, and now you're kind of the Lachey in the spotlight. You know, how does it feel?
I'm happy to take a little bit of the pressure off him, you know? He's been getting the short end for a while. But no, it's great. You know, it's great just to be able to perform and get out here and do what I love doing, which is entertaining people.
The night's biggest shocker, Stacy Keibler, the first to be eliminated, but the beautiful wrestler was gracious in defeat.
I think they deserved it. I think they did great. I've become friends with them, and I will be friends with them. Tony and I both will be friends with Drew and Cheryl forever.
Stacy's elimination was even more surprising after she landed the night's only perfect score, overcoming an ankle injury and nailing her sexy samba routine. Now, how is your ankle, and how was it tonight?
I'm not feeling too much going on. I have the best doctors right now. Everybody's working on him. I've been icing him. All we wanted to do was come out here and have the best dance of the whole entire show, and we did that, and so we're so happy.
When Stacy got kicked off in the first hour,
She had to calm me down.
fans kept Jerry Rice in the top two.
It's really been an experience of a lifetime. And I owe everything to these two young ladies.
Those special young ladies, his dance partner Anna, of course, and his beautiful wife Jackie. I have to ask you a question, woman to woman. When you have this right here, shaking this right there, is that ever hard for you?
No, I can shake it too.
And Jackie wasn't the only woman standing by her man. A very pregnant Leah Lachey was front and center every step of the way. Leah held on. You've got this trophy, and you've got another trophy coming real soon.
Yeah, it's going to be a busy couple weeks here. But I'm definitely ready to move on from this baby to my baby.
The night's winners even got a pat on the back from season 1 champ Kelly Monaco. Drew Lachey on top of the world and loving every minute of it. Woo! And the judges loved Stacy Keibler, but America didn't totally agree. So what do they really think about the outcome? All three of them dropped by our set for this extra exclusive. In the end, the judges agreed with viewers that Drew Lachey was the undisputed champ.
He's a really deserving winner. We
won our vote. And right here on the extra set, judges Carrie Ann Inaba, Bruno Tonioli, and Lynn Goodman are all red hot about the former 98 Degrees star.
Top Gun right on the spot yet again.
And they were raving about runner-up Jerry Rice.
We love him.
He definitely had a lot of heart. But Stacy Keibler's early exit left the judges confused.
You can't beat those legs.
But backstage last night, the judges stood behind the scoring system. Do you think there might be a problem with the scoring on the show?
As far as I'm concerned, there's not. Everyone knows what the sort of rules of the thing are. We have 50% of the vote. The viewers have 50% of the vote.
Now the season's over and the judges are looking to the future.
We've been talking about opening up a dance studio. What do you think?
I think absolutely. But no worries, they'll all return when Dancing with the Stars Season 3 begins.
Well, the dancing dirt doesn't end there. Is Nick Lachey cutting in with Drew's partner, Cheryl? And Only Extra got Stacy Keibler's leading man off the floor. Time for some dancing couples news. Interesting dish. Drew isn't the only member of the Lachey family Cheryl Burke's been two-stepping with. She was photographed with newly single Nick outside an LA club last week.
I know the paparazzi have been following you around a little bit. How is that?
It's weird. I'm not used to this, you know, but I don't think I'll ever get used to this.
But before anyone starts entertaining thoughts of a Nick and Cheryl tango, Miss Burke told us they're all just good friends.
Have you become friends with Nick as well as Drew?
All of us friends and family, you know, we've become really close.
And finally, yo-ho-ho, Keira Knightley.
Drew Lachey sweeps the night away, and an injured Stacy gets burned.
I was a little disappointed.
Our own Samantha Harris is kicking up some dirt about...
The dancing countdown has begun. Hey, everybody, I'm Juliana DePandy. It is do or die time on ABC's Dancing with the Stars. And as we saw last night, Drew Lachey, Stacy Keibler, Jerry Rice, they're willing to do whatever it takes to take home the gold. And even our Samantha Harris pulled out all the stops.
It was a night of passion, risk, and high energy, but only one team could come out on top. Drew was so excited over his first perfect score of the night, he celebrated in true Hollywood fashion, couch jumping. Yes, Tom would be proud, and the fun didn't stop there. Drew's sexy cowboy routine got the crowd pumping.
Drew, you're ready for the lead in Brokeback Mountain, the musical.
Laugh all you will, but this unforgettable number led to another perfect score. A first for Mr. Lachey.
It's just one of those nights where everything kind of came together.
But watch out, Drew. Things are also coming together for me. Although I've got to say, that live crowd is nerve-wracking. And instead of just enjoying the moment, I thought through every move. It was scary, but it was fun. Now I know what you've been going through.
So your heart, I'm sure it was racing like crazy.
I like the whatever that's called, the doll drop or whatever, when you fall back and he catches you, throws you back up. No, it was a great routine. Great routine.
It was like you've been dancing for years.
I may have been in the hot seat dancing the jive for the first time tonight, but it was Stacy and Tony who really took the heat.
I was expecting so much.
We'll have one last chance to wow the judges. And be on the lookout for all former contestants who will be there to congratulate the winner. American Idol is also getting
controversy. Hi, everybody. I'm Mary Hart.
And I'm Mark Stein. Who cut Drew from the show?
It's the Brokeback Mountain you missed as ABC pulls the plug on Drew's racy cowboy move. Nearly 18 million viewers watched as Drew proved his boots were made for dancing, lassoing himself 2 perfect scores in the top spot of the night. But what some viewers didn't see was what happened when he went up to the judges panel.
Drew, you're ready for the lead in Brokeback Mountain, the musical. You know?
This little move went out to the East Coast, but here's what the West Coast saw. Cutaways covering up the controversial moment. ABC had no comment, but our Tatum O'Neal was gushing about his steamy on-stage dance.
It was kind of an R-rated dance.
Was it?
Yeah.
And she told Drew about her run-in with his big brother, Nick.
His hands were so sweaty. He was so nervous for you.
Oh, every time he comes, he gets real anxious and excited for me.
Stacy Keibler earned her 3rd perfect score. Drew was so thrilled with his big night, he pulled a Tom Cruise. But we had to ask about his very pregnant wife after reporting that she'd been having contractions earlier this week.
I got all freaked out and worried about what was going on, and I mean, it ended up just passing and going away.
While Drew raised eyebrows, his brother Nick is breaking his silence about Jessica to teen people, saying, "Don't feel sorry for me." That's on Stan's March 3rd. And coming up in minutes, more behind the scenes from last night. We'll meet Stacy's movie star boyfriend.
Excited. Now here's a few more things you didn't see on the show. Stacy's celebrity boyfriend and inside her dressing room.
Hi. How are you?
So good. Now, you guys blew me away. Look.
Tatum, how you doing?
I love all 3 of these final dancing stars. And I was so proud of every one of them after their Everything Goes performances last night. How do you get to perfect scores? How much work goes into this?
A lot. I mean, we have pulled muscles and bruises all over the place. I mean, we've just
see him right now because I have makeup on.
thrown ourselves into these routines.
Our cameras caught Stacy's boyfriend, Jeff Stultz from Seventh Heaven, me, Jerry Cha-Cha-Chas, and Drew does the jive.
But Jerry takes the sound before you make it.
So how does the final vote work? The judges gave scores twice last night and will score one more time on Sunday night's routines. Their 3 votes will count for 50%. The viewer scores will count for 50%. And if there's a tie, the dancing couple with the most viewer votes wins. For more dancing secrets, click on to ET Online, powered by Yahoo Entertainment.
I used to have a little bit of a butt, but it's kind of gone right now.
Takes you inside Stacy's dressing room, while reporter Deborah Roberts gets some time on the floor herself, and she asks Drew just what's in it for him.
You're not getting $1 million. You're not getting a contract out of this deal. You get a trophy.
Yeah.
What drives you toward a trophy?
Well, it's such a good-looking trophy. I mean, it's that lovely disco ball, nice...
Okay, Tatum, pressure's on. Who do you think's going to win?
I picked Jerry Rice, but I think it's going to be Drew Lachey.
Great performances last night. Well, we're going to see if you're right on Sunday. We'll have all the drama for you on Monday. But
Fresh Twins.
Hey, well, thank you.